Welcome to Sugar Rush Diaries, where we're all about food, but we're focused on the sweet. Today we're going to do another Southern classic, peach cobbler. Now this is a quick and easy recipe I've been using for years. It's something you can share with your family and friends. You can bring it to work as a potluck, and they'll be begging you to bring back more. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing you guys are going to need is a 13 by 9 baking dish and a stick of unsalted butter. The very next thing you want to do is go ahead and remove your wrapper from the butter and preheat your oven at 350 degrees. And go ahead and place your pan into the oven. Allow your butter to melt. Make sure you keep an eye on it. And once it's melted, go ahead and remove your pan. For this recipe, guys, we need some very simple ingredients. We need 2 large cans of peaches. They're 29 ounces each. We need a half a cup of brown sugar, a half a cup of white sugar. We need 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, and a half teaspoon of nutmeg. Now keep in mind, nutmeg is a very strong spice. If you're a fan of it, you can keep it in, or you can go to a 1/4 teaspoon, or if you don't like it, you can leave it out altogether. But I'd suggest leaving a little bit in, maybe a 1/4 teaspoon to a half a teaspoon to give it that overall flavor. Let's take it over to the stove, guys. For the filling, we're using a large pot. Now to this pot, we're gonna go ahead and add our 2 cans of peaches. One, we have all the juice, and on the other one, we drain the juice to where we're using only the peaches. Also, we want to go ahead and add our half a cup of brown sugar. And we want to go ahead and add our half a cup of white sugar, along with our teaspoon of cinnamon and our half a teaspoon of nutmeg to this mixture. And we want to go ahead and add our teaspoon of vanilla. Now with this, we want to go ahead and mix it and bring it to a boil. Go ahead and stir all your ingredients together. And what we would like to do is go ahead and bring this up to a very light boil and have everything mixed together well. And then we'll take it off the heat. Let's bring it to a boil. All right, guys, our mixture is coming to a boil. Let's give it one last stir to make sure everything is very well incorporated. And at this time, what we want to do is go ahead and cut the heat off and start working on our crust. Now it's time to start working on our crust for our peach cobbler. Now what we're going to need is 1.5 cups of self-rising flour. Now if you don't have self-rising flour, you can use 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour along with a couple teaspoons of baking powder. And to that you want to add 1/4 cup of salt along with 1 cup of white sugar. And to that you want to add 1 cup of milk. And you want to kind of mix this until it gets to like a pancake consistency. It may take you a minute or two, but you want to make sure everything is thoroughly incorporated, your flour, your sugar, your salt, and your milk, until you kind of get to a pancake consistency. It's been, guys, about a minute or two. As you can see, our mix has come together quite well, and it's more of a pancake consistency, which is what we need for our crust. Okay guys, our batter is looking good. Now our 13 by 9 pan with that stick of butter has been in the oven. We did take it out once the butter has been melted. Now earlier I did say add a 1/4 cup of salt. Of course that's incorrect. You just want to make sure you add a 1/4 teaspoon of salt to our mixture, and it's going to make the crust so delicious. So let's go ahead and find our pan and get this thing going. All right guys, we've added our batter to our 13 by 9 pan with the melted butter. And to that, we want to go ahead and add our mixture that we made earlier with the peaches. You can go ahead and pour it up on top. Now, you don't want to mix it around too much. You just want to make sure that your peaches are kind of evenly spread out in the pan. It's okay to make it even around. And to the top, if you like, you can add just a little bit more cinnamon and a little bit more sugar. And you guys want to go ahead and place this into your preheated 350-degree oven for about 45 to 50 minutes or until it's golden brown. Let's go ahead and put it in, and we'll see you there at the end. And here you go, guys. Hot, fresh peach cobbler. I think it's time to serve up a plate. This is a peach cobbler recipe that's quick, it's easy, you can enjoy it with your family today and year-round. Don't forget to like our video, subscribe to our channel, and we're going to see you next time on Sugar Rush Diaries.